the winner of the heat in the water right now, Sammy Pupo and Joao Chianca. It's an all-Brazilian affair.
Yeah, they've been Kayama. We've had all types of conditions, all types of waves, and all types of surfing.
Oh, here goes Joao Chianca. He paddled into this one with intent. He had his game face on. He smashed it to pieces, and he's not done yet. Doesn't quite finish on his feet, so he doesn't.
Quarterfinal number 4. This is it from another angle. You see square off the bottom, square off the top. Nice and speedy through that transition. Another great turn as it bowls out the inside section. A pretty soft second, third, and fourth maneuver, but look at these first two. Square off this bottom, eyes at that section. He's got his eyes still projecting down the line because he knows there's another section. Puts the board up again, and again looking for this third maneuver. Gets up there, a little bit of a mistimed turn, but the damage was already done on this wave. It's a 7.77. And now Sammy Pupo was the guy who opened up the proceedings with a 4.17. Just a short little wave, a two-turn combination. As that wave now almost starts to reform on the high tide, coming up at 4:10. He's able to find a little inside connection, yeah, reminiscent of Huntington Beach. As the hopping, we saw two Hawaiians go head-to-head, and now we've got two Brazilians.
And this is Joao Chianca finding a what have proved to be fairly elusive right-hander over the course of today. And now he's doing the bombo bounce and seeing if he can get the reform to go the other way.
He's gonna make an inside connection here.
Well, he's stuck with it, and he slipped at the final.
Sammy Pupo is on the outside now.
Yeah, he's on his backhand, up and over a second section, and again, still hasn't got a really vertical section, just 4 flat turns. And now he's giving it the Kayama kick to see if he can get across that section.
Going on this afternoon. The south come down the bank nicely. Not too many critical turns. Let's take a look. Well, that was a critical turn. The first one was nice and high over the lip. It's sort of transitional flow to get him onto this section. Nice direction change and a lot of variety in that wave, so it won't be a bad score. It'll definitely replace that 0.27, no doubt. And this is Chianca, this little racy right-hander he found on the outside. Got those 2 turns in and then did the leg burner all the way through to the shore break here, which didn't really amount to anything as he squeezed every last ounce of his wave.
Right about now, he's going, you beauty, and then that little pump there, and he's, damn it.
He almost went into a headstand there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of blasting him a little heavier. I'm kind of a bigger boy, so I've been breaking them a lot, and I just decided to give it a little more.
He doesn't really have a backup either, and here he goes, trying to establish himself with that second score. Unfortunately, comes unglued. He'll pop up and see Joao Chianca take off on this one. It's a whitewatery wave, 2 turns, and rides out of it. He's still kind of whitewater rafting. He stands up to make it pretty abundantly clear, and he's sticking with it. And, well, there were no slip-offs.
Got a pretty good opening wave, or a top score.
Yeah, here goes Sam Pupo in the chute. Nice section, big turn. Plenty of water thrown out of the top. We saw him drop that 9-point wave earlier today for just big turns, really planting his back foot and throwing plenty of water. And he's doing the same right now. This will be his, definitely his second scoring wave. And he's milked it. He's finished in about 1 inch of water.
A lot of spray. And this is another look at it over here. You see eyes out this right-hand section, able to come off the bottom, project. Big spray off that section and straight into the second turn. So nice speed and flow throughout that combination of turns. And then he does the bombo bounce, coined by my friend Benzie right next to me here as he makes his way through the inside section, just trying to milk the last sort of life out of this wave. And he does well. He maintains his speed throughout the inside section and cracks off 3 or 4 little top turns for the inside.
Back into first, and here is that replay, Brickers.
So he needs a 5.3 on this one. I like the way he opened up on that wave, but you can see the wave really fattened out and doesn't allow him to get that board nice and vertical up on the lip. Looks like he does finish fairly strongly through the inside here with a series of maneuvers.
On his backhand once more. Big section coming out, blasts a bit of water out of the top there. Climbing over the white water. This one's sort of fizzling out through the inside, but he's sticking with it. Another little bank off the white water. Still Pupo now requiring 6.65. Joao Chianca staying very busy, takes the sky, spins an air reverse, cannot put down the landing gear in time.
To make those comparisons, and it looks like it's going to come in at a 5.33, and this is why probably a smaller wave. Again, didn't have a lot of that sort of top to bottom lip to work with, a few sort of mushy sections. He did really well. He surfed the wave really well. He extracted the most amount of power in 40 seconds.
Yeah, Joao Chianca, he's eyeing off the launch. Well, I thought he was going to launch. Will he do it now? Kind of gets lost on his bottom turn. And he didn't really hit any of his targets the length of that ride. Thought it could have been the first section where he was winding up for the big air. Instead, he floated up and over it, and then got in a little bit of trouble off the bottom turn when he might have gone for the second section.
His final exchanges, and Chianca just trying to stay busy.
Yeah, well, he had second priority, and Samuel Pupo's obviously going, nah, not interested in that one at all.
All right, so this is the recap. This is your heat leader, Chianca, who found a point break-esque wave on the sandbar, which enabled him to get two very big turns and some great little finishing combinations going for the 7.17. Sammy Pupo's been fighting the whole heat. He's got a 6.9, which he scored on this wave. Some great projection across the open face and nice sort of diversity in maneuvers there. He backed it up with a 6.7 with a speedy combination on this one. Big spray straight into the second turn, and then he milked his way through the shore break and managed to somehow maintain his speed throughout all these flat sections, doing the Huntington hop, the bomber bounce, all the way through to the inside, coming left and scoring a 6.17, but just not enough to take up the lead. He's still requiring a 6.65. And then, of course, Chianca is 5.77. Been impressive on his backhand. This wave didn't quite stand up all the way. This was the midsection where it really fattened out for him, but to his credit, he stuck with it and was able to finish strongly as well there. So,
finals, and he is pumped. And why wouldn't he be? He's been surfing like a man possessed all week. He splashes the water, gives himself a little bit of a shower.